Hello guys, today I want to do a little experiment and try to show you how the armies we are painting in our studio looks like on the video. Usually we are just doing the photo galleries and I want to try to show you a little bit more than usual. Anyway, we just finished the Space Wolves army for Warhammer 40k and it's a little bit big even for our standards. Most of the ideas for the color scheme, weaponry and models used are coming from our client. It's not necessarily our idea, so it's all credit goes to him. And we just try to paint it as best as we could and as close to his vision for this army. That's why some of the models are from Burning of the Prospero box, which is quite unusual because some of them should be on the other side, like for the Pre-Heresy Thousand Suns, but still look cool, so who cares. And beside that, other models are the usual suspects, so the Rhinos and Dreadnought and Stunt Speeders. And there is one piece which is quite unusual, which is the old type Rhino. So this guy, it is like the scalp is probably a little bit older than myself, and it's first time I had the chance to paint it, so it was very cool to see it in real life. Other than that, the other models are pretty standard. And it's a little bit easier to show every detail on the photo, but there is one thing that can't be shown on the in the photo gallery, and that's why I wanted to make this video. It's the magnetization process. So we magnetized a lot of models, but this guy is, I think, the most significant. I really don't like the magnetization. It's something I avoid as much as I can on my personal models, but I can't deny the usefulness and cost efficiency for the clients, so we just try to do it as best as we can. In this case, we had to make like 3 versions of the Land Rider, so the Crusader, the Redeemer and the standard Land Rider. So we had 3 types of sponsons and few types of the other gear. And the main problem with that is you have not enough parts to get the sponsons in one piece. So if you really want to make 3 types of Land Rider from the box, which contains only parts for 2, you need to keep the doors and make all the type of weaponry removable from these doors on the sponson sides, which leaves you with a lot of small moving parts, and I really don't know how to maintain it in like regular use of the army. There is huge potential to losing any of these parts or damaging them during like tabletop games or even transportation, so I really don't find it very useful, even if it gives you very like the cost efficiency. That's why we decide to keep the weaponry on one part with the doors, which makes them really much harder to lose or damage. The one problem is we need to put the another Land Rider to do this, because you still need the doors to attach the weaponry to them. But I think it was worth it, because you can just remove them like in one piece, keep it separate, and just attach the another type of weaponry with another one piece. yes, which gives you like 6 pieces for all types of weaponry instead of like 18, I guess, or even more. Depends on how you decide to magnetize them. And this type of attachment is very solid, so it's okay even for my standards. I don't like the magnetization at all because it leaves you with all the moving parts, but in this case it's like you will never notice this during the game, so it's no way they fall off accidentally. So yeah, you can just put another type of weaponry there and you're fine and ready to go. Of course, not every type of magnetization is possible to do as solid as this. For example, if you have very small pieces, it's very easy to turn them on the model just during the game. That's why I don't like the magnetization, but it's fine if you are okay with this. It gives you a lot of different weapon types on the one model, so the benefits are obvious, but it's not as neat as having just one solid model. And in the cases when you can have both, it's great, but it's not always the case. Actually, the Land Rider is very good model to magnetize because all the removable parts are very solid, so even this heavy bolter or the assault cannon are surrounded by other parts, so even it's not like tightly in the model on the magnets, it's still hard to move during the game because it's surrounded by the armor and the other parts of the tank, so it still fits very well. And if you just decide to buy the 2 Land Riders instead of ones, you can have very nicely magnetized piece. On the other side are the smaller models, when the parts are so small, and so you can't put like 2 magnets to avoid moving them, and they still need to be a little bit stronger just to keep the part on the model. So you ends with like G.I. Joe effect with moving hands and pieces. It's still okay, it still works very well, but it's my thing that I don't like it. You can have like 3 different types of dreadnought with like kit of 1. In this case, if you have source of additional bits like the shop or the friends, it's really good to buy these small pieces you can use for magnetization, so you can remove the necessity of having a lot of different parts all on the magnets. You can just buy like only the hand and make it removable on the magnet. And that's all I wanted to show you. If you want to see more of the details, you can check our gallery, which is linked in the description box. Most of the ideas and the small details we did on the army come from their owner Nicholas, which was a really great guy to work with, and I'm really happy how this army looks as the whole. And it's a little bit funny because it's my work, I'm seeing a lot of this stuff, and still I'm quite amazed by how the completed full painted army looks like on the table. It's like great stuff every time, and I should get used to it, but I didn't, and I really don't know why. I hope my ramble wasn't very difficult to watch and hear, and if you like this type of video. I will try to make more of them, and see you next time. Cheers!